Thank you for joining us on this journey through time as we explored the enigmatic world of the Axumite Stele. If you found this video informative, we invite you to show your support by hitting the like button, sharing it with friends, and subscribing to be part of our community. The Kingdom of Axum, often referred to as the Kingdom of the Queen of Sheba, flourished in the northern highlands of modern-day Ethiopia and Eritrea from the 1st to the 10th century CE. However, according to some accounts, the kingdom's roots can be traced back to the 7th century BCE with the DMT civilization. The Kingdom of Axum emerged as a formidable trading empire that wielded considerable influence across the Red Sea and extended its reach into the Arabian Peninsula. Its strategic location near the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden bestowed upon Axum a pivotal role in controlling trade between Africa, the Arabian Peninsula, and the Mediterranean world. The kingdom's principal port, Adulis, situated around 70 kilometers north of the modern city of Massawa in Eritrea, served as a vital hub for commerce. Axum's geographical advantage enabled its strong navy to thrive, reaping substantial profits from trade between Nubia in the south, Yemen in the southwest, and various Indian states along the East African coast. Furthermore, Axum's access to the Upper Nile allowed it to establish connections with the kingdoms of Kush and Makuria. By the 5th century CE, Axum had ascended to become the preeminent trading power in the Red Sea region. Its influence stretched from the shores of the Gulf of Aden to Zila on the northern coast of Somaliland, encompassing modern Somalia and Djibouti. During this era, Axum not only controlled the lucrative trade routes in the region, but also successfully expanded into South Arabia. In the 6th century, King Caleb, known as Caleb in Arabic sources, spearheaded military campaigns into Yemen, establishing Axumite suzerainty over the Himyarite kingdom. Although this control proved to be of a temporary nature, lasting only a few decades, it exemplified the vast reach and influence of the Axumite Empire during its zenith. The kingdom's preeminence in trade and politics elevated it to one of the four great powers of its time, holding esteemed status alongside Persia, Rome, and China. Today, the memory of the Axumite kingdom lives on through its monumental architecture, such as the Stele in Stele Park, Ethiopia, and its early adoption of Christianity, which profoundly influenced the religious landscape of the region. As we continue to explore the rich history of the Axumite kingdom, we invite you to join us in uncovering the fascinating narratives of this ancient empire and its lasting impact on the world. Now let's talk about the Stele of Axum. The Stele of Axum are a collection of over 100 monolithic stone monuments that were erected by the Axumite kingdom in what is now Ethiopia. These imposing structures, some reaching heights of over 30 meters, were primarily constructed between the 3rd century BCE and the 9th century CE during the kingdom's golden age. The purpose of these stele varied. Some served as boundary markers, while others functioned as commemorative pillars. However, the majority were created as elaborate grave markers for prominent members of the Axumite elite, including kings and queens. The construction of the stele involved the use of massive blocks of granite quarried from nearby sites such as the town of Adigrat. These stones were then transported, likely using a combination of manpower and primitive machines, and meticulously shaped into towering obelisks. The most famous stele, known as the Obelisk of Axum, stands at a height of 24 meters and is believed to have been erected to commemorate the Axumite king Ezana. The precision with which these stele were carved is truly remarkable. Many feature intricate designs, including false doors and windows, as well as elaborate geometric patterns and biblical scenes. One notable stele known as the Dragon Monument depicts a winged figure that has been interpreted as a representation of the Greek god Hermes or a symbol of the Axumite dynasty. The stele of Axum are not only architectural marvels, but also provide valuable insights into the cultural and historical context of the Axumite kingdom. Their sheer scale and the sophistication of their construction demonstrate the kingdom's wealth, power, and advanced technology. The stele also provide evidence of the kingdom's adoption of Christianity in the 4th century CE, as some of them bear Christian symbols such as crosses and Alpha and Omega. The discovery of these stele in the 19th century CE captivated the attention of European explorers and scholars, who were astounded by their grandeur and mystery. Since then, they have become iconic symbols of Ethiopia's cultural heritage and are featured on the country's coat of arms. Preserving these ancient structures has been a priority for the Ethiopian government, and efforts have been made to restore damaged stele and protect them from further deterioration. The stele of Axum continue to fascinate researchers and visitors alike, offering a window into the rich history and cultural achievements of the Axumite kingdom. Their enduring presence stands as a testament to the ingenuity and artistry of a bygone era. Axum's prominence as a trading hub enabled it to amass substantial wealth, propelling the city to become one of the wealthiest urban centers in the ancient world. At the time, Adulis, Axum's main port, was a bustling hub of activity. Ships from various regions, including Arabia and India, arrived laden with valuable goods such as spices, ivory, gold, and precious stones. The import of Roman glassware, silverware, and textiles further contributed to the opulence of Axumite society. This influx of wealth not only enriched merchants and traders, but also the kingdom's rulers and elites. Axum's strategic location at the crossroads of major trade routes allowed it to capitalize on the exchange of goods between Africa, the Middle East, and Europe. The kingdom's control over the incense trade, particularly frankincense and myrrh, was of paramount importance. These aromatic resins were highly sought after in the Mediterranean and Arabian markets for their use in religious rituals and perfumes. Additionally, Axum's access to the gold mines of Nubia further enhanced its economic prosperity. Gold, highly valued in ancient times, played a significant role in shaping international trade networks, and Axum's proximity to these mines gave it a competitive edge. During the reign of King Ezana, who converted the kingdom to Christianity in the 4th century, Axum enjoyed a flourishing economy and cultural vibrancy. This era witnessed the construction of grand obelisks and the establishment of monumental architecture, showcasing the kingdom's wealth and power. The prosperity of Axum, however, was not solely reliant on trade. Agriculture also played a vital role in sustaining the kingdom's economic growth. The fertile lands of the Ethiopian highlands supported the cultivation of crops such as wheat, barley, and sorghum, providing sustenance for the growing population and contributing to the overall prosperity. Moreover, livestock rearing, particularly of cattle, sheep, and goats, was a significant economic activity, providing not only a source of food but also playing a role in rituals and social customs. Axum's economic strength enabled it to maintain a standing army that protected its vast trade interests and secured its borders. The kingdom's naval supremacy in the Red Sea allowed it to dominate trade routes and collect taxes on merchant vessels passing through its waters. Overall, the wealth generated through trade, agriculture, and strategic resource management ensured that Axum remained one of the wealthiest cities in the ancient world, leaving an enduring legacy on the economic landscape of the region. The kingdom's influence on trade and commerce had far-reaching implications. Through its control of key trade routes, Axum regulated the flow of goods and set prices, creating a favorable economic environment for itself. The influx of foreign goods not only enriched the lives of the Axumite elites, but also introduced new products to the local populace. The exchange of ideas and cultural practices further enriched Axumite society. As merchants and travelers from distant lands arrived in Axum, they brought with them not just goods, but also stories, customs, and beliefs that contributed to the cosmopolitan atmosphere of the city. The economic prosperity brought by trade allowed Axum to invest in infrastructure, including roads, public buildings, and defensive structures, enhancing the city's allure as a center of commerce and culture. However, as the kingdom's fortunes shifted and its power waned, the trade networks that had once thrived through Axum began to decline. The emergence of new trade routes and the fall of the kingdom itself led to the gradual decline of Axum as a prominent trading center. Nonetheless, the legacy of Axum's economic achievements lived on, shaping the economic landscape of the region for centuries to come. The decline of the Axumite kingdom was a gradual process influenced by various factors that eroded its power and led to its eventual demise. While the kingdom reached its peak during the 4th to 6th centuries CE, its decline began in the 7th century. Several factors contributed to this decline, including internal strife, external pressures, and environmental changes. One of the primary reasons for Axum's decline was internal instability. After the death of King Caleb, who played a pivotal role in expanding the kingdom's territory, the royal line experienced frequent power struggles and succession crises. These internal conflicts weakened the central authority and disrupted the kingdom's administrative structure, hindering its ability to effectively govern and defend its vast domains. External pressures also played a significant role in the decline of the Axumite kingdom. The kingdom faced military threats from neighboring powers, such as the rising kingdom of Kush in Nubia and the Arab conquests in the Arabian Peninsula. These external conflicts drained the kingdom's resources and manpower, further weakening its stability. The changing dynamics of trade routes also contributed to Axum's decline. As new trade networks emerged, bypassing the Red Sea route, Axum lost its strategic importance as a hub of international commerce. This shift in trade patterns resulted in decreased revenue and economic hardship for the kingdom. Furthermore, environmental changes may have also played a role in the decline of the Axumite kingdom. Some scholars suggest that shifts in rainfall patterns and soil erosion may have impacted agricultural production, leading to food shortages and weakening the kingdom's social and economic foundations. As the power of the Axumite kingdom waned, its influence over its peripheral regions diminished. Local rulers in areas such as Nubia and Eritrea gained independence, breaking away from Axum's dominion. The kingdom's inability to maintain control over its periphery resulted in the fragmentation of its territory. Finally, the adoption of Christianity as the official religion of the kingdom had profound consequences for Axum. While Christianity brought cultural and societal changes, it also led to a break from traditional religious practices and beliefs that had previously shaped the kingdom. The adoption of Christianity in the 4th century linked Axum to the Mediterranean world, fostering cultural exchanges and influencing the spread of Christianity throughout Ethiopia and Eritrea. The legacy of the Axumite kingdom is deeply ingrained in the cultural fabric of modern Ethiopia and Eritrea, leaving an enduring impact on religion, architecture, language, and trade networks. Its contributions to the region's history and development continue to be celebrated and studied today. Beyond their architectural marvel, the Stele serve as tangible links connecting modern society to a rich and fascinating history. They offer invaluable insights into the Axumite civilization's social hierarchy, religious beliefs, and artistic expressions. The continued study and preservation of these monuments allow contemporary audiences to appreciate and understand the cultural legacy that has shaped present-day Ethiopia. Today, the Stele are central to Ethiopia's cultural tourism, drawing visitors worldwide to the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Axum. Tourists are captivated by the Stele's grandeur and the stories they embody, contributing to the local economy and fostering global appreciation for Ethiopian heritage. Efforts to promote and preserve these monuments have also led to increased awareness and scholarly interest, ensuring that the legacy of the Axumite civilization continues to inspire future generations. Together, let us keep the legacy of the Axumite civilization alive and continue to uncover the mysteries of these ancient wonders. Don't forget to subscribe to Tales of Ethiopia for more untold history of Ethiopia, and thank you for watching.